Hello. Oh, it was going to be a mini joke, but Mickey, but it didn't land. So we'll move on. Take two. I mean, overall, look at how tiny it is. I can't hide behind this thing. There's no hiding. There's nowhere to hide. First thing I wanted to point out on this Mini is that it's not the AP5 Pro. This is the AP5 Orig, the OG. No microphone is really the difference. I've got the piezo, same controls, but I don't have the blend for the piezo and the microphone. It's really the first thing that I would point out. A, because I'm not plugged into the pickup, and B, it just struck me and I didn't want to forget to tell you. These are also interesting, the Minis, because underneath this little cover plate, if I take that badge that says Mini Maton off, that's where I can access the truss rod. Can you see that, camera 2? Can you see that? Other points. Look at the neck construction. Look at the way it's attached. It's a very different neck join than on their full-bodied guitars. Okay? Yakety yak, less talk, back. Ready? I was kind of in D. Even for a tiny little body, there is some resonance. More often than not, you're probably going to find yourself plugging this in. So it's going to depend more on how the pickup works. But this is just the easiest to take anywhere with you instrument. I'm holding what is just the EM6. This is where this line begins. There is a Blackwood Mini. There is the Diesel, which I really hope that at some point, if they can convince the guy from the Fast and the Furious movies to do an ad campaign for them, that he would be playing one. I think that would be so rad. And then I would watch that video as opposed to all of my videos, and so would you. It's the burst, so it looks a lot like the Nashville model. It's got the burst top in the Mini, but they call that the Diesel. That's the EMD6. We've seen a Tommy Mini previously, so if you have one of those typically feature the AP5 Pro. This is like again, where this model begins. But you can hear it. I mean, if you have a GS Mini from Taylor, or if you have a Mini Martin, if you went through an Ed Sheeran phase and you got it caught up in all that, good for you. That's rad. Those were really neat little guitars. This is like definitely a contender if you are in that realm, but with a different pickup system, a really, really flexible electronic system in it. So that would be, I think, a step up in that range. But listen again, and then I'll move to the Lefty, and you can have a laugh. Sorry about them buttons. It sounds really good. I mean, my playing doesn't, but to me in the room it sounds really nice. All right, here's where we get just ridiculous. It's a Lefty with an AP5 Pro. I don't even know how to sit like this. I look like I'm in a classical, like I'm gonna do a, the Blackwood Mini Lefty. I'm looking at you, Hambly. I didn't even time that, but that's who I'm looking at. Lefty, let's just see how this goes. I can play E minor. Play it the way I play it. So, all Blackwood, top, back, and sides, just like the EBW series. But this is the AP5 Pro, so I do have the microphone tucked way back down underneath in there. I've got my... It's like a little matchbox. I can't play a Lefty very well, but you guys know what the all Blackwoods sound like. This is a obvious statement of the year. It's a smaller version of that, but there is some tone here. Blackwood is such an interesting wood because it is really light, so it does offer quite a bit of resonance, and it doesn't necessarily matter that it's in the overall smaller body. There's still quite a bit of tone coming off this thing. You're definitely going to plug this guitar in. I hope you are. I hope that's part of your plan. But you can... Construction-wise, I'll give you a look at all the features. You've heard our larger Blackwood videos, so if you're curious about one of these, if you already own the larger version and you want to think, hey, maybe the little Blackwood is for me. I guess I'm going the other way. There's some tone there. That's fun. Get in touch if you're a Lefty and you can't find another guitar that works for you. Maton does quite a few of their models in left-handed. At one time there was a slight upcharge, so just be aware of that. But get in touch with us and we'll see what we can work out for you, because we want to make sure our Lefty players are not left behind. That's the end of this video. You know how I know? Because that joke sucked. Great to see you. Lefty, Maton Mini, righty. Everything ends in either an IE or a Y today. G'day.